been a while since I made a video. It's been actually, I don't even know, man, like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. Right now I'm on I'm gonna be doing like a 40 some odd hour fast, but it's my normal weekly fast. But I'm on hour 24. So here's a quick update for you guys. What's been going on? So I made a video and I think I posted it. So there was a sales meeting and it was, I don't know, it was probably like in February. There was a sales meeting I had to go to and I had to get on an airplane. And of course, the company doesn't want to waste their time, their money, right? I mean, they're spending a lot of money, but they don't want to waste too many employees' time, um, that they would have to pay for. So they had us fly out on a Sunday, and this is typical business practice. So that morning, I went to mass. I hung out with my family, and then I had to scoot right when I got back. So I missed my Sunday, and which is terrible. Anyway, so I have to get on this airplane. So I get in the airplane. I'm flying to whatever, Las Vegas, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Las Vegas. And I'm on the airplane. It's like 2 in the afternoon. Um, and I sit on the airplane and I'm miserable, man. I'm like, I gotta get on an airplane, like leave my family. I've, I've already been at the airport for a few minutes, and now it's like 2 p.m. or whatever, 1:45. I'm about to take off, and I'm on the airplane, and I'm thinking to myself, man, I hate my job. I hated it, man. I hated it. So and then I start thinking to myself as I'm on this airplane and then takes off and I'm looking out the window. Not only do I dislike my job immensely, it's like the fact that I have to do this on a Sunday. I'm happy for the opportunity to go out to Las Vegas and to learn a couple things in the sales meeting, but it's just when your job gets real grindy, that's when things get tough. Anyway, but the point of the story too is even if things get grindy in your life, like, and I knew this, and like, I've been with this job for a long time, is you just keep doing it because what does it do? It pays the bills, it takes care of your family. Like that's your role as a husband and a father. Like you do that role because it affords my wife to stay home, homeschool the kids. Like it affords a lot of things that we do. So anyway, plane takes off, and I look at some of the passengers, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, there's young girls on there, and there's young dudes, and I'm like, then I start thinking to myself, like, not only do I hate my job, and I got to go jump on this airplane and head to Las Vegas on a Sunday when I should be home with my family. I start thinking, would I recommend this job, this life, to my children? So I'm seeing their faces and I'm thinking to myself, absolutely not. I would never, if they came to me and said, hey, this is my job, I would be like, out. Like you gotta figure something else out. You gotta figure something else out. Now, God has a funny way of answering prayers. And I'll tell you another funny story about that as well right after this. So a couple months goes by and I get a urgent email on a Monday morning at like 7 a.m. Just says, call me. I get back from the gym, I see that email in front of me, and like I knew like what was up. Like sometimes you just know. So I say, pick up the phone, call, and it's like, hey, this is your last day. I'm like, okay, cool, man. Like, cool. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. So this is all unraveling since I've posted last. So I get that phone call, and whatever phone calls after that, I hated my job anyway. I didn't want to be doing it. Who cares? I wouldn't recommend this to my children. So it was God's way of being like, you're out. Like, this is out. You're done. And I know you're not going to leave, Rich. So God's saying, like, I'm going to put my hand on your head and you're out. And that's exactly what happened. I was out. And, there's a lot of details with that and a lot of things that occurred after that. But check this out. So God's way of doing things too. So my wife is at that time, like she's like, on the verge of converting to Catholicism, right? Like she's going to be brought um, into our church, and that's pretty awesome. And we are Latin Mass Catholics, which, by the way, I don't know when you're going to watch this or you're going to post it. Tomorrow is Ascension Day. It's a holy day of obligation. Just because it's not in America doesn't mean you should be going to Mass on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Anyway, my wife is on the verge of converting. So she gets recommended by a friend. She's like, you got to pray to St. Joseph. She gets busy on St. Joseph. I'm like, I get busy like applying for jobs. And I'm like, I'm out of the industry I'm in. I'm like, I'm just going to apply to a couple other places. And like, obviously some places reached out to me from the industry I was in. I took those interviews. I remember, I took one of those interviews and it was like trading one terrible situation for the next. It was the exact same thing, like company culture, like boss wise, like just miserable. And I was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, of course, like I would take this thing if it was given to me. My wife's praying to St. Joseph. My wife's praying to St. Joseph. She's like, you should pray to St. Joseph. I'm like, all right, whatever. I've never, just being honest with you guys, never been a prayer to male saints, and I've never prayed to St. Joseph. Like just like almost literally never done it my entire life. Like I've always had an affinity to female saints. So like your Saint Perpetua, Saint Helena, Saint Joan, Saint Monica, like Our Lady of Guadalupe, like all of that stuff. It's always been my thing. So anyway, my wife is busy praying, and she's about to come into the church. I lost my job. Some lady's like, so one of the church ladies says to my wife, she's like, this is a test for you. You gotta like get over and like have some trust that the situation is gonna work out. And mind you, like I take care of my family. Like my wife does not work. Like we homeschool our kids. Like that's how the situation works. So anyway, she prays. I had met with an organization because I wanted to gain their business, like whatever, several weeks before I had been let go. And I'm like, I see the job ad pop up. I'm like, whatever, man. Like it's like almost like a joke. Like I hit apply. I'm like, all right, I'll apply to this thing. I send my industry specific resume to a job that has nothing to do with my industry. Boom. Next thing I know, on the phone interview, then in-person interview, then go, then the next thing. And this is all happening since I last left you guys off in this YouTube channel thing about whatever, working out, fasting, masculinity, prayer, all that good type of stuff, taking care of your family. So my wife's praying to St. Joseph. She does convert. It's beautiful. And the day that I get my final offer for my job, guys, is Good Friday. How crazy is that? How crazy is that situation? I know you guys, maybe some of you, you don't believe in any of this stuff, and I urge you to. I truly, truly do, because it's for a ton of reasons. And I'll make another video about that at some juncture in time. But anyway, get the offer, signed, sealed, delivered, like on Good Friday. Like how crazy is that? My wife ends up coming into the church, like, right after that. And that's kind of what's been going on. So somehow, not somehow, by divine intercession, I'll say that, I was taken out of my job, made to be uncomfortable. My wife had to trust in God. She had to go through this whole process of final at the the nick of conversion, like questioning, like not her conversion, but like questioning, like why is this happening? There's so much unknown because you have to understand, guys, with women, and you guys know this who are married, but in general, when there's any sort of uncertainty in, you know, with a woman, like they get very anxious, and that causes, turmoil within their selves. So she's very, very anxious, and now she has to just she's got to trust in prayer. She's got to trust that the situation will work out. She's got to trust in me, and all valid good things. And she's about to convert at the same exact time. So kind of a cool situation. Now let me tell you another story. So my wife, it was she had just graduated school, and she took a job as a part-time nanny. Now this part-time nanny job was good for her for a little while, and that's fine. But she started to dread it because her employer was like a little bit hopped up about a lot of stuff. Like she didn't want her to have any downtime. If the baby was sleeping, she's like, "Yo, you gotta, you're not only your nanny, you're taking care of my kid. I'm paying you to do that, but like, you better go like do the dishes. You better start prepping dinner. You better start getting going. Like, you better start doing that laundry." So my wife had like no downtime during that juncture in her life where she was a nanny for it wasn't even that long. And anyway, she said to me after, she's like, I prayed. I was getting so miserable in this job. She's like, I prayed. She's like, God, tell me that this isn't it. Because she was just miserable. Like, it's a miserable situation. Like, you're a full time nanny and you're a housekeeper. Like, you're changing sheets, you're doing laundry, you're emptying dishwashers, you're doing dishes, you're not just like, it's not like the baby's laundry, like it's not just bottles she's washing, she's doing stuff for their whole family. Like she's taking care of like folding people's underwear and stuff and like putting it away in their drawers. Like she's a housekeeper, she's a nanny. It's ridiculous. Anyway, the point of the story is this: like she prays and she's like, God, tell me this isn't it. Boom. Like literally like 5 days later, that woman's like, hey, just so the week after next, that's your last week. We're all done. Okay, cool. So I think just giving you guys an update about a lot of stuff that's going on. So anyway, I got a new gig. I've been at the new gig for like a month now, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome. Like I left the industry I was in, and I knew once I got let go, I was like, I'm out. I was like, I'm not going back, man. Even that interview that I had that like I thought I might have to take because I was like, I got to support my family. It's like if more stuff doesn't come my way, like I'm taking this. That's that. I ended up getting the job that I wanted to out of my industry. I'm in manufacturing now, which is a lot more awesome. People are in real life. So like that's just a quick update for all you guys, and I'll start pushing out some content now that things are settled. The other thing too is like during that time, it's like your routines get a little upended, but you still got to keep them. So just so you're all aware, my workout routine stayed the same, my fasting routine stayed the same, my prayer routine stayed the same. Like everything, all those boxes need to get checked no matter what is going on in your life. Even with a new job routine, like my prayer routine, my fasting routine, it's all the same. Like I'm just lifting and shifting my lifestyle into a new gig and kind of working around the parameters of that. But the basic foundations of your lives, guys, the good foundations that you have, you got to kind of just lift and shift them. Like, going to the gym, praying, working out, whatever you guys are doing, getting to bed on time, waking up nice and early in the morning, having your prayer time, having your quiet time, like that's, that's my time. But anyway, that's an update for you guys about where's Rich? What happened to this guy? Maybe he gave up, man. No, man, I'm not giving up nothing. So if you like this, good update, subscribe, share. That's it. Out.